finds Hill. And Hill finds the back of the net. It's Sheila Hill getting the goal. Hill had the hat trick.
Dedicated, fast, hardworking, and probably has the most desire of any player that I've coached to improve her game and to continue to play in college. I mean, I've just never seen somebody with that much passion about it. This is my first year as coach. I think the previous coach before me had a much different style. That's a huge transition for a team to make. And Sheila was one of the leaders who really stepped up and sort of got the other girls to go along with this. How I see Sheila in terms of openness to coaching is I see her hungry for coaching. You know, like open, she wants to improve her game and continue to move it, like, and it's not like I just want to move it to the college level. I can see her when she's in the college level, she wants to move it to the next level, whatever that next level is. And she's really willing to listen and hear and try to implement anything that you have to say as a coach. So it's like a sponge on some levels, really wanting, you know, to soak it up. She is an incredible weapon on attack. You know, depending on what people's needs are, she can be an attack player, she can be a defensive player, she can be a midfield player, so she's very versatile. So I think somebody like that is very valuable in the college level. And in trying to make that, you know, trying to incorporate all this stuff, sometimes there's a level of frustration because you can't always, you know, I can say something, but it doesn't always just translate right into, you know, perfect action. But with Sheila, she never gives up. She keeps going back and doing it. And, you know, she's, for me as a coach, she was an absolute joy to coach. If I want to get something accomplished, I look to Sheila. That's who I look to be able to get it done this year. So she's fabulous. And she is willing to put in that work, and I think that's probably been one of the most impressive things, as well as her lovely sense of humor. I really find her sense of humor lovely to coach, and it's great for a team sport because she also helps her teammates out with that as well too. So she gives a lot as well as puts in a lot. Sheila Hill will be the leader of this team next year, no doubt in my mind. She's the best talent, she's the best attitude, she has the leadership qualities. Yeah, she's totally top dog. She'll be center. She's going to be amazing. She's going to have a ton of potential and opportunities to really step up and take the lead. I mean, I played her at center a lot this year because, and this is again a testament to Sheila. Sheila ran track in the winter, not to run track for winter, but so she'd come into the lacrosse season in shape. And she was by far the best in shape of everyone on that team. So that's when I moved Sheila actually pretty soon into the season and moved her into center, mostly because of her conditioning, and also hadn't really seen her take a lot of draws, but I was really like the first PV game that we had. We didn't get always the control, but in terms of actually winning the draws, she won more draws than Pascal Valley in that double overtime loss. So yeah, so I think she is totally the person that would have that position next year, center, and really will be the leader. She'll be a captain, and she's already got, I think we are in like 82 goals for her career right now, so she's going to surpass 100 goals, maybe even 150 depending on what her season's like. So she's going to have an awesome season next year. so difficult to get players at this level to understand that you can practice non-dom all you want on the sidelines, but if you don't use it in a game situation, you're never going to make it to that level where it's as easy as your dominant side. And Sheila is probably the only person on this team right now that's willing to do that in a game situation. So I actually designed a play for her. One of the reasons I wanted it is because in order for that play to make it all the way through its options, the first player has to be willing to pass non-dom in a pretty stressful situation. And the reason you're passing is because people are coming on you. I was really impressed with that. We played zone this year, and it's very complicated to figure out how to play that defense. And I'd have to say Sheila was probably one of my better defenders, and especially running the full field and getting back there and playing that defense. So I think with the right match and the right fit, I think she would be a great asset at a college program. I have her in class. What I see in Sheila is part of it is she goes to an academically invigorating, stimulating school. You know, Holy Angels prepares you for top-tier academic schools, and there is no slack cut at all. Not just for athletes, but for anyone who's involved in other extracurricular activities. It's assumed that you will keep up in the classroom, and whatever you do outside the classroom, we want you to do it at a high standard, but it does not impact your academics. So Sheila's academics are outstanding. Her work ethic off of the field is also present in the classroom. She has great grades in my class. Depending on what college, a lot of the work level that she handles now, some of the classes she's taking AP classes, so some of that already is at college level work, and she's able to maintain that. And she's doing 2 varsity sports, running track, and now playing lacrosse. I have zero doubts that she can handle the workload and the athletics in college. And again, that gets back to her attitude. She just has a kind of an easy way about her. She has great support in her family. Her siblings are ortho athletes, have gone through this, so she's been able to see that and maybe learn from some of their experiences. So academics and athletics, it's a perfect match for her. Sheila Hill, a passionate lacrosse player and one of the finest young women I've ever met. She wants this so badly and plays with such passion and desire for the sport. And that kind of stuff, as a coach, you can't teach that. You really can't. I can teach her stick work. I can't teach her passion and dedication. And she has that off the charts. She's got it.